See, this is a much quieter stretch of Fifth Avenue. It's actually where a lot of the murals are, and if you keep walking down this way you'll get to the public beach, which is accessible to everyone. They don't clean it unlike the ones at the resorts, but it is nice to hang out if you just want to take a break from everything. And also if you want to go for a jogging route, this is perfect. So we're now in the main parts of Fifth, which is my own personal travel hell. If you enjoy being ripped off, buying cliche trinkets, and being offered a massage every 2 minutes, and just basically overpaying for everything and being taken for a dumb tourist, then this is the place to be. If, however, you don't want to buy shitty trinkets and have the super tourist experience, stay away from Fifth Avenue. Maybe stay away from Playa del Carmen completely, because it's all the same. It's literally a kilometer, no, 3 kilometers of overpriced restaurants, bullshit, a shit ton of pharmacies for some reason or another where you can get steroids, and a musical act every now and then, but most of the time just trinkets and things nobody really needs. So essentially, if you want to enjoy Playa del Carmen, you gotta have a shit ton of cash on you. There's mainly American tourists that have saved their entire year to go spend it all in 1 week, so the prices are through the roof. It'd be difficult to find a meal here under 200 pesos. You are just spending so much. You have some options outside of Fifth Avenue, which you might get a better deal at, but overall, Playa del Carmen is expensive. So, let me get this off. It's humid. It is hot. Every day I'm just schwitzing. Okay, so one might argue, yo Bjorn, you are one negative Nancy. This is the second video you've done and you're still so negative about it. Why do you even end up in Playa del Carmen in the first place? Good question. So we traveled around a bit for 3 weeks and we thought we'd have to just kind of settle down somewhere, make some money. We chose Playa del Carmen because it has good Wi-Fi, it has good infrastructure, and normally, I mean, the beaches are beautiful, like it's a Caribbean style beach. So we got super unlucky because the seaweed, the Sargassum, which covers the entire beach and is found all in the ocean, all over the place, has really ruined our experience for us, because besides being a Playa del Carmen for the beach, there's really not that much to do here, and which draws your attention. Like, it's an really overpriced place for tourists essentially. The thing that makes it nice is normally the beach, but the beach isn't accessible right now because of the seaweed, Sargassum. So then everything kind of goes out the window. What's the point of even being here? So we got super unlucky. That's why my review of Playa del Carmen is incredibly negative. It's expensive, overpriced. I couldn't even use the beach because of the seaweed. It's not their problem, obviously. That's to do with a variety of different factors. But if you can't use the beach, don't come to Playa del Carmen. It's just a waste of money. So our next stop is Oaxaca, which we're really excited about. And from there on out, we really want to go to Puerto Escondido if they reopen the beaches in time. So hopefully I'll give you a more positive review of Oaxaca. Also, the harsh reality is that Playa del Carmen is very gentrified. So you'll have these beautiful modern apartment blocks, but you also have these kind of things in the middle. There just isn't really any infrastructure yet set up to deal with all of this, and at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of locals still live here, and it's very much a huge discrepancy. Like, income inequality is rather big here, and so that's the other thing, and I think that will most likely get better over time for sure. But there's a huge income inequality. Like I said, the tourists driving up the prices, everything kind of turned into apartment blocks, and then not leaving much space for the locals to live. And when they do live in rather poor conditions, which I'll show you. So I'm almost back at our apartment block, and here's where I want to show you the difference between where the locals live and where we leave them. So I'm going to walk past this. And that's an example of how the locals live. And then I'm about to walk into my fairly nice apartment block, which we are, by the way, paying about 8,000 Rand for a month, which seems to be about the normal going rate around this. Hold on a second. I do love the security here. See, it's even fancy. So, welcome to our water block. So, this is what you get for about 8,000 Rand in Playa del Carmen. It comes with a pool, 4 stories, and at the top there's also a rooftop terrace where you chill in to read and whatnot. So, it's not a bad deal, except when you have to go up 4 flights of stairs, which can be kind of harrowing after walking around all day in the heat. It exhausts me. Just when I think I'm fit. Like, sometimes I sporadically run 22 kilometers. Can I climb 4 to 5 flights of stairs without complaining? No, absolutely not. So we're just gonna quickly go up to the rooftop to show you what it's like. Alright. And just in time for sunset.